You're listening to I Love This TV Show, The Golden Girls.
The Golden Girls, Season 2, Episode 19, Long Day's Journey into Marinara. Original air date, February 21st, 1987. In this episode, Dorothy and Blanche were watching the nightly news with Tom Brokaw. Blanche was not paying attention, though, because she was busy picturing Tom Brokaw with less clothing. Sophia and Tony come back with a trophy for the dance contest. They won in the over 80 category because they were the only couple who could do the mambo without walkers. He leaves and she goes to give him a goodnight kiss on the cheek. Blanche asks her about Tony and she tells him all about him. Rose comes in from the kitchen and goes straight to the hall. She's carrying a cage with a chicken. It belongs to one of the people at her counseling center. They don't want the chicken in the house. Rose explains she's a showbiz chicken who plays the piano. Rose brings out her piano and then takes the chicken out of her cage and puts her at her piano. The chicken plays a song. Sophia feels strongly that she has to ask if Rose really works at a counseling center. The doorbell rings. Dorothy opens it to find Aunt Angela. Sophia gives Angela a hug and then asks what's wrong because she traveled 5,000 miles. Angela tells them she took a vacation to come and visit Sophia. Rose joins them and starts telling a St. Olaf story. Everyone begins to look pained. Angela interrupts and says she could use a nap after all. The rest all follow. Rose, however, informs them that she will tell them the rest of the story as soon as they wake up. Angela cooks dinner that night. Blanche raves over how good it is. But Rose made dessert, and everyone is unhappy. Blanche asks if she and Angela have had a chance to catch up. Angela tells them everyone is dead, and she has to go. They invite Angela to move back to the States. She doesn't know if she wants to move to a strange country, but she did live in the United States for 30 years. She finally agrees to stay. Dorothy says they can just send for her things so she doesn't have to fly back to Sicily. Sophia is not happy with this and pulls Dorothy out of the room. She is furious. She wanted her to move to Miami, but not move into their house. Dorothy's confused. Sophia tells her that she always wants everything that Sophia has. Moments later, Angela bursts out of the kitchen with her name on tape to attach to the mailbox. Dorothy looks shocked. Rose comes out of the kitchen with a snack, but goes back in the kitchen. Turns out the snack is chicken chow. Dorothy spits out what she put in her mouth. Sophia is angry because Angela has been there for 3 weeks now and has used up all her porcelana. Dorothy informs Sophia that Angela is looking for a place with Blanche. Sophia lists her standard apartment complaints. The two come back in. Angela gives the same 3 reasons Sophia gave. Angela then tells them she made dinner. She made chicken. Rose comes in the kitchen and tells them Count Bessie is missing. All 3 are holding fried chicken. Dorothy asks Angela where she got the chicken, and she responds back by saying the garage. They all assume she killed and cooked Count Bessie. Later, Blanche tries to snap Rose out of it. Dorothy comes in too to check on Rose. Dorothy tells her she'll feel better in a few days, but that is when the chicken's owner is returning. Dorothy tries to build up Count Bessie's accomplishments. She storms out of the kitchen and runs into Angela. Angela tells them she is moving. She found a room through the senior center. Her new roommate is going to come and help her move her stuff. Sophia storms into the living room, angry about Angela taking her pearl necklace. Sophia is told that Angela has found an apartment. Sophia wants to call a truce. The doorbell rings and it's Tony. Turns out Sophia's boyfriend is now Angela's roommate. The truce is over and the fight begins. It's another day, and Rose has a collection of chickens. She's trying to teach one to play the piano. Dorothy comes in the front door. She feels that Rose needs some mental help. She's also a bit horrified that Rose can explain. The three all move to the kitchen. They discuss the competitiveness of sisters. Blanche tells a story about her and Virginia. She seduced Virginia's boyfriend on the night of senior prom. Sophia tells them she is going to Tony's to kill Angela. Sophia knocks on Tony's door while shouting at her. Angela opens the door. Angela tells her she's been out shopping all day. They start fighting again. Tony comes out in his bathrobe as well. Sophia starts giving him a tongue lashing. He's trying to calm her down when another woman comes out of his room. He tells them she's the cleaning lady. But they both get mad. And so does the woman he calls the cleaning lady. Sophia and Angela start hitting Tony with their purses. In the kitchen, the sisters tell the ladies what happened. They are shocked that they beat him with their purses. Rose points out that one good thing came out of it, that Sophia and Angela aren't fighting anymore. Sophia then gives her the pearl necklace as an apology. Suddenly, the chicken's piano starts playing. They all run to the living room. Count Bessie has returned. Dorothy then asks Angela where she got the chicken she cooked. She tells them she got it out of the freezer, not the cage. She doesn't know how to kill a live chicken. Angela needs to find another place. Dorothy insists she stay there. Neither Angela or Sophia want that, and both ask to speak with her. Favorite quotes. Blanche. You really like Tony a lot, don't you, Sophia? Sophia. Why shouldn't I? He's the best catch in town. He's got his own hair, his own teeth, and a totally unrestricted driver's license. Hey, at my age, that's like dating Tom Cruise. Dorothy. Rose, the woman keeps a chicken in her house. How normal can she be? Rose. I kept a chicken in my home. Dorothy. You see my point. Dorothy. Aunt Angela. Aunt Angela. No, Sophia Loren. I stopped using oil of Olay. Angela. Do you want to come back to Sicily? Sophia. Do I look like a woman who beats her laundry on a rock? Sophia. Yeah, Miami the city, not Miami my house. Sophia. Any more bright ideas, linguini for brains? Blanche. Rose, honey, you've got to stop torturing yourself like this. Now Camp Bessie is gone. Rose. I know, it's just such a tragedy. Who cooks a musician at the height of her career? Dorothy. Rose, do you know offhand if 911 is the right number to call for a straitjacket? Sophia. I'm going over there to kill her. I'll be back in time for Wheel of Fortune. Angela. You think I know how to kill a live chicken? What do I look like? Conan the Barbarian?
We start off this episode meeting Sophia's boyfriend, Tony. They won a dance contest because they're the only ones who could do the dance without the walker. Then we meet the chicken that Rose is babysitting. And no one is happy. Sophia clearly is the least amused of all because she's like, if someone my age did this, be thrown back in an old folks' home. But at Rose's age, she can get away with pretty much anything. Oh, and then we have a visit from Aunt Angela, Sophia's sister. They seem to get along for a bit up until Dorothy invites her to stay in Miami. But instead of like a hotel, she's going to stay there. And Angela and Sophia don't get along. It's like mixing oil and vinegar. No matter how you do it, they don't mix. And so it's 3 weeks literally of fighting while Sophia's sister Angela is looking for a new place to live. But the excuse is with every place she goes to and sees, there's not enough light. There's not enough room. There's not enough room for a goat. And so the fights just continue. You know, and then it's like and the rest of them are all still making fun of Rose and the chicken. And then one night, Angela makes dinner. It's fried chicken. But Count Bessie's also missing. And so everyone thinks that she killed Count Bessie and pulled out all her feathers and skinned her and cooked her up or butchered her and then deep fried her. And it's like, oh my, poor Rose. She just goes into a super, super deep depression. Meanwhile, Aunt Angela finally finds a place to live. But when he comes to help her move her stuff, turns out that it is Sophia's boyfriend. So yet again, Sophia thinks that Angela is trying to take something that is hers. Tony says, no, it's not. There's nothing there. It's just a roommate. But still, it starts the whole fighting again. And then Angela storms out and to go stay at Tony's, and then Sophia storms out either to the kitchen or her room. But it's a big blow up no matter how you look at it. And then, Sophia goes to Tony's apartment where Angela is now his housemate. And when she sees Angela in a bathrobe, she instantly thinks that they have been doing the naughty. They haven't, because Angela says, no, I went shopping and I came home and I took a shower. Now I'm relaxing. And then Tony comes out and he tries to make everyone go, oh, it's all fine. There's no problem. Until another woman, senior citizen lady, in a bathrobe, comes out of Tony's room asking what's going on. And then both Angela and Sophia get mad because he's cheating on Sophia, and they beat the snot out of him with their purses. And I mean, honestly, he deserves it. He's a jerk. I guess because Sophia had described him earlier as like being the Tom Cruise of senior citizens, because he still can see and he still has his hair and he still has his teeth and he has an unrestricted driver's license, that he's really a catch and he likes to play the field. He is a rapscallion, that's for sure. But then they all go back, and of course the drama begins again, because now Angela doesn't have a place to live. And so Dorothy, out of the goodness of her heart and not the smartness of her brain, says, Angela, stay here again. And this time neither Sophia nor Angela want to deal with this. It's literally at the same time they both say, Dorothy, can I see you in the living room? Because they don't want to continue having all this drama, because they don't get along very well. They get along when there's a little distance between them, but they don't get along under the same roof. And it's like kind of sad, because you would hope that familial connection, being sisters, is enough to overcome that kind of competition. But I mean, there's the little drama they have with the necklace that Sophia put on simply to cover a wart. But she could have asked Sophia first. You know, it's not that hard to say, Sophia, can I borrow your necklace so I can cover a wart on my neck? But it is sweet at the end when they do make up and Sophia gives Angela the pearl necklace. So it is nice to see that they are getting along and they are peaceable. And turns out that Count Bessie did not get killed and eaten, because she reappears when Sophia and Angela come back from Tony's, and she's playing her piano in the living room while the rest are in the kitchen. And Rose is overjoyed because she has been thinking she's going to have to tell someone at the grief center that her chicken got deep fried. Yeah, that probably means she's going to need a lot more counseling. But at least the chicken is okay.
Thanks for tuning in to the I Love This TV Show podcast. If you would like to make a donation in support of this podcast, you can through Cash App to Pasta26MC. That's pasta like the food, the number 2, the number 6, M as in monkey, C as in cat. If you would like to sponsor this podcast or advertise on it, please send an email to podcast@pastasworld.com. As always, you can go to pastasworld.com for more information.